Our weekly Davante Adams and Derek Carr presser and some other NFL news. It all goes down next right here on Hammers.House.
The United States are strongly encouraged to shelter in place to avoid being attacked or taken hostage. To shelter in place, take the following precautions. Close all windows and doors, and all lights.
Welcome to the official, the original, the only house for Las Vegas Raiders news, rumors, updates, and reactions. Welcome to Hammers.House. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday night wherever you guys are at. Yes, short week, push things a little bit forward. We have the Davante Adams and Derek Carr presser. We're going to start it right now with DC.
Derek, I'm not sure you heard, but the Rams picked that Baker Mayfield off the waivers. And I know that not your issue, but as a quarterback, is it doable to maybe? I mean, he's eligible to play.
Yeah, I'm not sure the systems that he's been in. The terminology and all that kind of stuff. There's some systems that you could possibly do that, and all those things. But that's more power to him. But I'm focused on their defense because their defense is pretty good.
Obviously, some of the names have changed over on that side of the ball. Aaron doesn't look like he's going to go. But what do you see on film from the Rams? Even though it might not be who we thought they were coming this season.
They still, they're playing really good football. They're flying around. They have obviously some of the biggest names, on the defensive side of the ball that you could ever, see on a football field. And they got guys playing at high level. Last week, especially, they didn't get the win, but they're still doing a lot of really good things. And so it's going to be a really good challenge for us, a really good challenge for all three levels, for us as an offense. And, you see them flying around. You see, the disguise, certain things that they're able to do because of the group they have had play together and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be a great challenge for us, though.
Since the Saints game, pretty much top 10 in most of the quarterback stats that matter. Is there anything in particular that's clicked for you since then, getting more comfortable with the system or something with the players?
I think we're just executing better. I think that the offense is we're running it smoother. I think that as a unit, we're better because it's more time on task. And so, those are the expectations for us always. And it's hard to do that right off the jump, especially learning something new. It's different than anything I've learned before. But once you get a feel for it, you play football and you start to put your spin on it, and you play football, and then those kind of things can happen. But the most important thing is that we win. Because when we win, all that other stuff takes care of itself.
Derek, obviously, Jalen Ramsey kind of is in that star position. They move him around a lot in the Rams defense, but with the chemistry you have with Davante and how this offense is working, how much pleasure do you have having a guy like that going up against a cornerback as good as he is?
Jalen's one of the best, not just one of the best corners, just one of the best football players in the NFL. He literally lines up. I've seen him line up at linebacker. I've seen him line up at the Sam spot, the Mike spot. I've seen him line up, in safety spots, in the star spot, the outside corner, left and right. I mean, the versatility that he has, not just as a DB but as a football player is unbelievable. He blitzes, he covers, he plays man coverage, he plays zone coverage. He can do everything. And not just at the corner spot, I'm talking about everywhere on the field. And so, I've known Jalen for years now, and we have great respect, for his game and for him. And, he's someone, talked to him this past offseason, in off seasons before that. He's a guy I've always respected and, admired and watched from afar. So to compete against him will be a lot of fun.
when you go on a run like this, I think people are always looking back like, what was the turning point? I know it's not that simple, and it's a lot of little things, but some people point towards your words after the Colts game. But I've heard a lot of guys in the locker room say that like a message Deron Harmon gave during the film session about just having more energy, being more excited at practice has gone a long way. I wonder, do you remember that? And he's maybe the only guy on this team that's been in the league longer than you. Have you learned stuff from him, taken things from him?
Yeah, I learn from all my teammates, whether they're older than me or younger than me. I'm trying to, if I admire something about someone, I try and add it to my game as an athlete. Just trying to always improve and be better. That's something that Ole always taught me: never-ending self-improvement. And so I've learned that as a rookie, and now in my 9th year, you look at a guy like Deron, who's won championships and has played at the highest level. Of course, you'd be silly not to learn things from him. And so I remember the moment, and I remember he's had a few moments like that where he's one of the leaders on this team. Guys voted that way. Guys believe in him. Guys listen to him, and they respect him because of what he does every day. And so he's absolutely someone I listen to and would learn from. Absolutely.
Yeah, pretty much every play, it seems like with a snap, I think it's back that you're playing out. Is there something that's helping out the offensive line, or is there something just for you personally, or what does that do kind of for the offense?
Yeah. I mean, there's different calls that are made based on that, and it's a good question. It's a big question, though, that I could go down a long rabbit hole, of stuff about. But really, it's just helped to get communication and for everyone to get on the same page and things like that.
There have been a few flea flickers this season. What's your favorite thing with that call, and what's the biggest challenge for you with that call?
The biggest challenge is being patient, because you want you want the ball, especially once you see it open. I want the ball, then you start seeing them figure it out. It's a flea flicker, and then all the eyes come to me, and all that stuff. So, I think the one in Seattle I caught running forward because the guy was coming. But, I think the challenge, it puts on the defense is that we're literally giving the ball to Josh. And when he's leading the league in rushing, he's playing extremely well, and he's running so physical that if you don't come downhill ready to hit him, he's shown that he'll run through people. So I think the challenge is, for them is when we stick the ball in his stomach, it's like a big play action, for us. And so if we can execute them at a high level in practice, then it doesn't feel like a trick kind of play for us or anything like that. It just feels like another play we're calling. But I think, anytime you can give the ball to that guy and it's believable and it's something they have to respect, we can have big plays like we've had so far.
Do you have one eye on Josh, one eye on Davante on the field, or how's your clock going?
I got progressions on all of them. Sometimes I have a safety I'm looking at. Sometimes I have, a route that I'm looking at first, then that guy, then the next guy. And so as I do certain things, there's certain guys I'm looking at and things like that. So it just depends on which one.
Derek, Bobby Wagner's been doing this a long time. If you turn on the tape right now, is he still doing it at a pretty high level?
Yes. Yeah, Bobby's been playing at a high level since my sophomore year at Utah State when we played him at home, and he made every tackle in the football game. And so, I at the time didn't know his draft position or ranking or any of that kind of stuff. But all I knew is this guy finds the football, and now he's put together a Hall of Fame type career, and it's fun to see him. There's not many of us from the WAC conference, anymore, and so to see him still playing at a high level, like he is, especially last week. I mean, my goodness, he literally did everything all over the field, and I'm not shocked, I'm not surprised, but it was really fun to watch. And it'll be fun to compete against him. It always is, because he's one of the best linebackers to ever play our game, and going against him is always a tough challenge, and it'll be fun.
Derek, first Thursday night game, you're going to
one of the best
LA,
linebackers to ever.
Champs. Riding high. How big of a stage is this for you guys this week?
Man, to be honest, for us, it's important because it's our next game, and because of the way that we didn't win certain games early on in the season, every next game is the most important, and so for us, it's this week's game. It's a new challenge, like you said, defending champs. Stars all over the field on their side of the football, and so it's a tough challenge for us, but it's one I'm excited about, and our fans usually travel well to LA, so I'm excited about that.
What's the biggest challenge for you in a short week?
The biggest challenge is I have to fit, usually my schedule, into just a few days, and so, the day there really is no break, and so with everything that I have to watch and I have to get done to feel prepared, like I usually do for every game. Yesterday was just crammed. Today is again crammed. To make sure I get in everything I get in. That way on, Wednesday night and Thursday, I can always go back and do my routine, how I go back and think through things and all that kind of stuff instead of cramming all the way up until kickoff. And so I think that's the biggest challenge for me, just as a quarterback. We're putting the game plan in and all that stuff, but getting the film in, getting the studying in, really knowing the opponent, knowing the defense, that's always a big challenge.
That's all set.
Good.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, that was DC. I think Tay might have already stepped up to the podium. Let's take a look. I did come in here a little late. No, we're still live. We're still waiting on Tay. Hopefully he pulls up because last week he didn't. I appreciate everybody that's coming on in. If you haven't already, y'all know the routine. And if you don't, I'm going to learn you. Break them thumbs, hit them subs, smash the bell. I don't know what's going on with Streamlabs right now, but I can't even remotely see the chat. So I'm glad I have this other chat window up. Alfredo's in here. Mr. Took Your Soul came on in here. Daniel Jeffers, Johnny Kicknuts, the dopest name in the Raider Nation. Appreciate you pulling on up, bro. Look, there is some news that broke probably about an hour and a half ago or so. The Rams claimed former first-round pick from the Cleveland Browns and recently released from the Carolina Panthers, Baker Mayfield. From what I understand, he is flying to L.A. They've already sent him a playbook. He's got to more or less learn this in the next 48 hours, and there's a chance that he might be starting for his career against the Raiders. He is 0-2. Derek Carr, for his career against the Los Angeles Rams, is 0-2 as well. Should be a tough matchup. I'm curious to see if he's going to start or not. I don't know what the hell to expect out of that. I was definitely surprised as hell when I got the alert early this afternoon. The updated injury report has not come out yet. It actually should be out probably within the next half hour, 45 minutes, if we're still live when it comes out. Obviously, I will read it off. We did do a pre-recorded yesterday, Reaction Monday. There was an injury report, but the injury report was an estimate. Neither team practiced yesterday. It was just an estimate of players that are currently injured and what their statuses could be. But we should have the most recent, most updated report for those that were in the presser for DC. He was still in his practice jersey when he stepped up to the podium, so we shall see. Johnny Kicknuts said LA Raiders fans show up. Lots of tickets left. There you go. Should be a blackout in SoFi. We shall see, though. I will be live Thursday night. I will be live streaming the game, live play-by-play, scoreboard up and everything. I'm going to have to get started working on the scoreboard and everything as soon as I can, probably tomorrow, because I wasn't even going to be on today. I am wiped. What week is Waller eligible to return? He could be back this week, but he'll probably return next week against the Patriots. We shall see. Key is in the building. Hi, Key. Hope you're doing well. I haven't seen anything else yet. I've looked throughout. I haven't gotten any messages or anything in regards to any recent Raider news, but like I said, Baker Mayfield, former Brown, former Carolina Panther, was claimed off waivers by the Rams. He's flying to LA. They were sending him a playbook. Again, has to learn that in 48 hours if they plan on starting him. If they start him, I don't know what they're thinking, but it is what it is. Let's see. Anybody else? Super Omnicron is in here. Bro, we're facing Baker Mayfield. Crosby should eat. Let's hope so. And let's hope that Chandler Jones eats as well. Let's hope our interior defensive line continues to do what they've done the last 3 weeks. I'm here for it, man. I am here for it. Again, we take this week by week. I'm not here to say, oh, yeah, we're finishing 10-7, da-da-da-da. No. We take it week by week. We see what the possibilities are and see where the chips may fall, especially with other teams that we could definitely get some help from moving forward. Let's see. We need one more 6'7" defensive tackle till... Yeah, look. The depth right now is there. Nichols, Billings have done solid jobs over the last few weeks. I wish they were here a lot sooner, more or less showed up a lot sooner. Maybe the record would be different, but woulda, coulda, shoulda. We're in this situation now, and I said this weeks ago, and if you guys are on board, put it in the chat, but the rally cry right now, you can put it either hashtag FYA or realistically, if you don't care, you put hashtag fuck your adversity. It's another season where we're behind the 8 ball, and we just got to take this 1 week at a time and see what the possibilities are for this team moving forward. Hey, it's a possibility, but I'm not going to get myself overly hyped for that either. Robert, salute. Lumpy Shark, where the fuck have you been? Salute, brother, salute. Again, sitting here watching the rotating shield. If you guys want to raid the Raiders YouTube channel and tell people to come on over here, they'll actually have a face to look at. It ain't the prettiest one in the world, but at least I can engage with you guys. Just saying, 1000% correct, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Look, I know the things that I've said throughout this season, especially when we were at our lowest of our lows. I gave a opposite record prediction from what I originally had going into the season with how bad we were looking. But look, I fucking die for this team. I ride for this team. And again, I will tell you guys exactly how it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat shit. Did I ever say anything about tanking? No, because 3 things in professional sports, 3 words I can't stand to hear. Actually, it's a total of 5 words that I can't stand to hear in professional sports. And when it comes to a team that I'm a fan of, a team that I'm loyal to, it's those 5 words that I will not stand for. Tanking, rebuild, and trust the process. So, look, for those that have been behind the scenes, people that have been in Discords and other content creators' lives running off at the mouth like, oh, Hammer's this, Hammer's that, no, Hammer said this, Hammer said that, you can go fuck yourselves. You can go unsubscribe to me for all I give a fuck, because really, I'm not going to care anymore. The chains are off. I've tried helping content creators. I've tried to be as nice as possible. I've been genuine as hell. But the chains are off now. I'm not helping another fucking soul. I'm looking out for myself. I'm looking out for my brothers. And you can try to talk shit about them as well. If I see it, I'm fucking done with you. And there's no fucks given anymore, y'all. Not sugarcoating a fucking thing. I'm over it. Y'all want to fucking go and badmouth me and drag out false narratives and make shit up? Go do that shit, but go do it on your own time, because I don't got fucking time for it no more. Fuck you. Done. I know who's loyal. I know who's not. I've seen what I've seen. I've seen people in other chats running off at the mouth, and then they come over here and want to be buddy-buddy. Fuck you. I'm done with the fake shit. I'm done helping people. I'm done. I'm fucking done. I've been waiting for the Raiders PR to come out. I've been waiting for the Raiders PR to come out with their weekly release. They have not come out with anything. The Rams did. I really do not want to read off of their stuff, and it's no disrespect, but from what the Raiders PR has put together in the past, like, their stuff is clean. Their stuff is so much easier. And I think I'm probably going to have to do a matchup preview. If they even come out with this, I'll probably do the matchup preview tomorrow. I was at work. I got the alert of the presser and raced home. I wasn't here the second that the DC started, but obviously I was able to set this stuff up, go live as quickly as possible. And look, we got in DC's portion. Tay is still yet to touch the podium. Again, we don't know if he's going to. Last week he wasn't there. A couple of weeks back he had the flu. He wasn't there. So now it's a waiting game trying to see what he has to say. So we'll see. Too fucking bad. Too fucking bad, Nomad. Trust me, if y'all gonna unsubscribe too, you're not gonna be missed, and it's not hurting my feelings. I've seen a lot of weird shit that's gone on this year, and it's fucking sad. We're all supposed to be down for the same fucking team. We're all supposed to bleed silver and black, and a lot of y'all are some fucking snake motherfuckers, and I don't care. I'm not holding back anymore. I'm done. I'm done being nice. I'm done fucking caring for everybody. I know who's in my corner. I know who supports me, and those are the ones I'm gonna rock with. And if other content creators or other people feel some type of way about it, don't give a shit. I know who I rock with. I know who I've actually physically hung out with, spent time with. and people that I call my brothers. And it's not just those three. There's other people that I consider family when it comes to this content creator stuff. But those that want to fucking try to dog me of all people, and put me in the crosshairs of some bullshit, nah. You got the wrong fucking one. Shart, you're a dumbass. No, kick nuts. Nothing yet. A lot of us were anticipating that we could potentially see Waller Thursday night. Again, the injury report has not come out yet. It should be out, I want to say, in probably the next half hour or so. We'll get an update. The one that I read off yesterday was an estimate. Neither one of the teams practiced. This was an estimate that was put out there. There was one that was out there that was kind of a surprise, and that was Rocky Yassin with a knee injury, but we haven't heard anything else. Oh, my God. Lumpy, cut it out. She's taken. She's taken. Valerie, he is, from what I understand, they have sent him a playbook as he's on this flight to LA, and he's going to have to learn a playbook in 48 hours. So, yeah, he's going to have to learn in 48 hours. He could potentially be starting Thursday night. And again, for the record, he is 0-2 against the Raiders in his career. So, it's definitely a shock. If he starts, you guys will probably hear me laugh for a good 5 minutes straight at the start of the game. But, yeah. Waller may need a few more weeks to milk his hammy and make a few more TV appearances. Look, Rob, I've talked about this in regards to the injury. And like I said, I've encountered hamstring injuries. I've shown you guys pictures of me with torn hamstrings, and the shit's not fun. The interview he did last week, he said he felt that he was good. He was practicing. He was running routes. He made one cut, and it happened again. He aggravated. It happens. That's exactly what happened to me. I gave myself about 7 or 8 weeks. Titans in here. I gave myself about 7 or 8 weeks to heal. And we got into the playoffs. I'm out on the field warming up, doing some field goals, and I aggravated it again, and that was it for me for the year. So I understand the injury, but we'll see. We'll see. There's Andy. No, DC. If the NFL could flex this game, they would. You're right, they would. Cooper Kupp is out. Stafford was placed on IR on Saturday night. Aaron Donald is dealing with an injury as well. We shall see. What are you doing? He's legit hiding behind the chair right now. Hey. Hello? Oh, there he is. Ladies and gentlemen, the mascot, the official mascot of Hammers.House. Up. Are you going to come up? Up. Guess not. The official mascot of Hammers.House, Titan, is in the building. Jose, appreciate you. Dangerfield, what up? TJ, you're the man. I went on hella rated content creators, and you're so even kill and bring a good vibe. Keep driving. Appreciate you, bro. Look, I've said it before. All right, you got to go. Out. Taking up TV time. Look, this is supposed to be the place. It's supposed to be like positive vibes and positive energy. But when I know I have people that come in here that are in other people's chats, jawing off at the mouth, talking shit about my guys, talking shit about me, or they see people doing that shit and they just sit there in the chats and they're laughing and obviously, you're not fucking loyal, and obviously, you truly don't support us. You don't support me, and I don't have time for that shit anymore. Like, if you're loyal, then prove your fucking loyalty. If not, go over there, go hang out with those people, and go do your thing. But I'm not with it anymore, man. I'm not with it anymore. Can't overlook the rant. Look, I haven't, and the last couple of games, we've done these matchup previews. And I've told you certain things to look out for, certain things that we need to do in order to win, and more or less the good, the bad, the ugly when it comes to an opposing team. With the matchup that we just had over the Chargers, I said, realistically, both our defenses are not the best defenses. And granted, the Chargers have a depleted roster. Every single year, they catch that injury bug. I said it was going to be close. They took a 10-0 lead into the second quarter. We turned it around. We tied it. They went into halftime with a field goal and had the lead 13-10. We came back, fumble recovery by Hobbs. The ensuing drive, DC throws to DA for the 31-yard bomb. And then we have another touchdown, the flea flicker from DC to Tay. We close off with a field goal. The Chargers tried to come back. They had the 35-yard from Herbert to Keenan Allen, and they were a score away from tying. The defense held their own. Our defense had a phenomenal game. They did a phenomenal job. Chandler Jones with 3 sacks. He had a very good game. The interior guys, it was Klee. It was Tillery. It was everybody. Like, everybody played a really, really solid game. The one person, and I'm not putting a poll up this week for it, there's only one person specifically that I can give the I shit the bed loser of the week, and that was Jayon Brown. That's it. That's the only person, like, look, that is your I shit the bed loser of the week. Everybody else had a solid game and did their fucking job, and that's all we can ask of these guys to do the remaining games that we have. Tay is still not at the podium yet. No, because Carr, it's not Carr's fault. Carr is not the problem. Look, I've told you guys, I'm not a Carr lover. I'm not a Kardashian. I am a football person. I am a football mind. I am a fan. I was a coach. I played. I can analyze things. If I see that you're fucking up, if I see things on tape that I can call out and like this could have been adjusted this way, all right, I will call it out. When you're doing good, you're going to get your credit where credit's due. Do I think Carr could be back next year? Yes, I do. Do I think that we potentially draft a quarterback and that quarterback could be the quarterback to succeed Derek Carr when his contract is up? Yes. I don't think Carr is going anywhere. He hasn't had a bad game. That pick 6 on Sunday, realistically, was not his fault. There was most definitely a defensive pass interference. Matt Collins was practically in a chokehold when he tried to come back for that ball, and they didn't throw a flag. I'm not blaming DC on that INT. There's other ones in the past that you're absolutely right. I'm going to call it, like he's eyeing his receiver and forcing shit where it shouldn't be, and he's admitted to that in the past. But right now, he's fine. 20-plus touchdowns, 4 years straight. Only other quarterbacks in the league that have done that right now is Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes, and Aaron Rodgers. He's with an elite group right now with that. His touchdown to turnover ratio, he's ranked 7th in the league right now. He's not a bad quarterback, and he's not doing bad with this system right now. Pretty sure they're going to flex. Look, I'll tell you right now, if we continue to take care of business over the next few weeks, and I know a lot of people that are in here can say that they remember when I said this. Going into the season, I said that the very final game of the year could have huge implications in regards to a playoff spot. Let's see if that actually comes to fruition come week 18. Oakland fans, salute. Definitely got to beat Jalen Ramsey. I feel like every time people bring up Jalen Ramsey, you'll see games where he gets just smoked. We'll see what happens, though. We will see what happens. Davante is cooking Jalen for sure. There you go. Kane Town, I'm taking it week by week. I will not say that. I'm taking it week by week. This is why I enjoy when Valerie is in the chat, because she just brings so much.
We'll get started with questions.
Tay is up.
First, you had such a big game again on Sunday, but there was one play when I watched it back. You got tackled on the sideline. You were very frustrated by it. And obviously, with all these other big plays, other big stats, I guess, has it always kind of been your mentality of making everything out of every play, to where even if you have a huge day, that one little play kind of bothers you?
Yeah, I mean, it usually bothers me for the moment, and then you get over it. But ones like that where you break one more tackle, and I pride myself on being able to make the first guy miss. So whatever the reason is, whether he wasn't exactly where I thought he was, because I thought he was a little bit more in front. So when I threw the stiff arm, it kind of missed, and then he wrapped my legs up. So those piss me off because I always think about the potential of every play. I'm in the business of maximizing everything that I do out there on the field. So. Yeah, anytime we got potential for a really big one and we don't come down with it, or one like the third touchdown potential, whatever goes into those kind of piss you off a little bit longer. But you got to have as short of a memory as possible just to, get over it. Usually it'll bother you for a second and you'll get over it pretty quick.
Davante, a matchup between wide receivers and quarterbacks. There's a game within the game sometimes, especially mentally, and there's a lot of talking going on sometimes. Jalen Ramsey is known to talk a little bit. Do you enjoy that part of the game? Do you get into that? Do you find that guys are trying to maybe get into Davante's head a little bit with it?
I found that they do it a lot less to me than other people, but and that's not. I don't want to sound any type of way, but it's just the fact of the matter. But yeah, I mean, I'm down for it. I've been doing this a long time, so I don't really seek that at this point. I just like to play the game and do what I got to do. But if it goes there, then I'm completely fine with it being that type of game.
He's somebody that he's obviously one of the best in his position.
Mm-hmm.
Do you enjoy those kind of matchups when it's you one of the best against one of the best in Jalen?
Absolutely. I mean, it never ends up panning out. We've played against each other a couple times. It never ends up panning out like the heavyweight bout everybody hypes it up to be going into the week. Just based off of the scheme, and obviously every offense that I've been in, I've moved around a lot, which I can't do anything about, nor can he. He can only do what the defensive call is. But anytime we do get an opportunity to go one-on-one, it's something that is it's a fun matchup when you got two guys that are known to go at it a little bit.
Can you walk us through that? The first 31-yard touchdown, obviously Asante Samuel's playing in off coverage. What did you see on that play that made that touchdown happen?
Well, yeah, it was a great call. Great. I think anytime you have momentum like that, defense gets a stop, and we go out there and call something like that, where you go at the, you kind of chancing, or not chancing, but you challenging rather, what they're doing, because typically that's not the move that most offenses are going to do. First play, go at the end zone after a turnover. So, it's just shows the coaching staffs and Josh's individually his belief in me as a player to go and do that, or us as an offense. But obviously the ball's getting thrown to me, so my job is to just come down with as many of those as possible, just to keep that on the front of his mind. Anytime we get in that fringe or wherever on the field, just to remind him that that's a great call going to something like that. So basically just off coverage, and I just had to be patient with my route and focus on the ball. And I think that's something that guys don't do enough. Receivers, they start messing with the DB and hand fighting and stuff like that, where they gotta call for that. If we're running and I'm getting contacted too much, I leave that on the ref to make that call. And if I'm not getting contacted, if it's not too much, then I'm expected to come down with the ball. So just basically had to fall, finish on that.
Like he did get a lot of contact on there, making a one-handed catch.
Yeah.
Do you practice one-handed catches in practice with the hand-eye coordination a lot?
No, I never practice that. That's just something that's innate, and you find a way to just make it in the moment. But I mean, yeah, I don't ever practice if the ball ends up outside of my frame, and it happens that way in practice. And sometimes I'll come down with those, but for the most part, I'm not a big one-handed catch guy. I know it doesn't look like that as of late. It's been a couple of them, but I'd much rather get two on it, higher percentage.
It's kind of an obvious question, but in multiple interviews you've talked about how much basketball has really helped you within the game of football and getting by people.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, what are some basketball players that you might have looked up growing up that's helped you with your football game and your route running?
Well, AI was my guy growing up. AI was always my favorite. With the Rock, Jamal Crawford, another guy, Darren Williams. Darren Williams was my favorite basketball player for when I got to like high school. That was somebody that I really watched his game, because I started playing playing receiver in my junior year, so I started watching a little bit of older tape like that. And most guys don't watch basketball tape to get ready for football season, but that was something that was really natural to my movements and the way that I've been kind of moving around basically my whole sports career. So those are some of the guys I went toward.
Davante, how scary is this offense when you and Josh are both doing your team?
Well, I mean, we definitely got a lot of potential to do a lot of good things, but, it's a lot more than just me and Josh. If we're on top of it, because we're two of the guys that get the bulk out there, and we kind of, assume that role to hold that burden. But at the end of the day, if Josh can't do anything that he does without the big men up front doing their job, and same goes for me. Everything starts up front, so everybody's got to do their job. It's not just he and I, but we definitely assume that role and enjoy it.
Is it the Iverson step over Tyronn Lue or the Iverson crossover on Jordan?
Well, I'm not allowed to answer the second part, so I'll say the step over.
Good catch. You guys have had success with flea flickers this year. Is that a call you like to hear? And what do you think defenses have to do when it happens?
Well, yeah, I mean, I like it. Anytime we have, a shot called like that where it's a little bit of a change-up, borderline trick play, it keeps them on their toes. And honestly, I think the Chargers played it pretty well. What's up, Nate? That's Nate Hobbs, everybody. Nate Hobbs. But I think they actually played it pretty well. They ran out of defenders back there, and one of them had to run with Key on the outside, and it left me one-on-one with 23 in there, and great ball, good protection. Just had to finish the play.
How fine is that line then, Davante, between getting a flea flicker and it being a cool, fun thing? It's a trick play, but then also we got to resort to trick plays now.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't think we have to resort to them. That's kind of a way to keep teams honest, keep them on their toes. But I think we found some ways to move the ball without having to get too tricky.
Some of those routes, it seems like you kind of start off like not walking pretty slowly, and then you kind of have to change direction. Is that something that you've always done?
Yeah, well, I think change of speed is something that has given people problems, and it just, it messes with the DB's timing and their mind a little bit. So it's something that I've definitely worked on, and there's a time and a place, time to these guys, they love me around here, I guess. It's a good way to kind of keep them uncomfortable. I like to use more bursts in my game than just all out, sprinting. Sometimes that's what it calls for. But also the type of coverages that I get too. Guys can kind of slow play a little bit more if they got help. So for me to do that and then give a burst, then it kind of gets the DB in oh crap mode, and then he kind of get out of there, and then I can run my intermediates or take it over the top or shorter routes, just kind of mix it up a little bit.
Let's do 3 more. Vic, Paul, and Heidi.
What's the biggest challenge for you in a short week?
Well, typically it's getting your body back right after getting into car crash every multiple times throughout the day. But body feels pretty good. So now it's just snapping back into. I don't think it's going to be too big of a deal. I think everybody talks about it and complains, but it's been on our calendar for a long time now. So everybody's got to go through it. It's not too big of a problem as long as you're healthy.
Talking with Josh Jacobs, he's talked a lot about the mentorship that Marcus Allen has provided since he came in the league.
Mm-hmm.
When you came in the league, did you have somebody like that at the position that had played before you that kind of took you under their wing, and who was that?
I did. Well, I had multiple guys. I played with 2 Pro Bowlers in Jordy and Randall, so those 2 guys were like that, and it wasn't necessarily like a mentor as somebody where I sit down and like I'm taking notes, but just based off of the way that they did their job and the way they went about their business was, exactly how a pro does it. So I had a very in-depth look every day to kind of see the right way to do things. But another guy that kind of came on pretty early in my career was Larry Fitz. He's a mentor. He's everything that a mentor stands for. That's him. I mean, when I had my turf toe in 19, he sent a pretty pricey guy to come take care of me, and all the way out in Green Bay. And at that point we spoke multiple times before, but we hadn't really established a relationship. But I learned then that he was actually a really big fan of my game. So from that, obviously, anytime a guy is has that type of reputation, number 2 overall, yards wise, ever, that's a big deal. It means a lot to me. So I definitely look at him as a guy that helped me get to where I'm at right now, and I try to do everything I can with my game to kind of repay him.
Last question.
Yeah, just off the topic of the game a little bit. The thoughts on the changes to the Pro Bowl this year. What do you think about it? What do you think of flag football?
Well, I knew there were some changes. Honestly, I didn't even know that it was flag football until you just said that. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of it's a tough one because obviously the fans want to see that, but I mean you got to understand at the end of the day you go through a really physical. Your body goes through a lot throughout the season. So to think we're going to get into a game and just, want to kill each other when the season's over, the last thing a guy wants to do is get a knee or something like that where it's putting you out for the whole upcoming season. So it's a two-way street. You definitely want to give the fans something good to watch and fun, but, we definitely got to protect ourselves at the same time. So And it's a fun experience at the end of the day. I don't think anybody wants to go to the Pro Bowl to try to break the record for receiving or rushing. It's more so about the fellowship and just enjoying each other, meeting people. And I've made a lot of friends just throughout the league that maybe I wouldn't have met initially. So I think it's a pretty cool deal either way. That's pretty cool. Those two good coaches.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Davante.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
All right, so there you have it. Our weekly presser has concluded. Appreciate everybody that's in here. If you haven't already, y'all know the routine. If you don't, you're about to learn it. Break them thumbs, hit them subs, smash the bell. We are on road to 5K. Yeah, I've seen a lot of new people and a lot of new followers on IG. I just started using TikTok, putting videos up. We're already over 200 followers there, so I appreciate the love, man. I appreciate everybody. We do have a couple of new subscribers over the last couple of days. Tony Cox, Melanie Goldblum, Raider Surge 1250, and Charles King. Appreciate y'all. Those were new subscribers over the last few days, so appreciate each and every single one of y'all, man. You guys can hear me, right? I don't have the thing muted, do I? Testes, 1, 2, 3. No, we're good. TikTok is Hammers.House. I haven't put it in description or anything, but it is Hammers.House. And yeah, I just learned this as we're watching this presser together. The Pro Bowl is going to be a flag football game. Oh my God. If it's not this country, it's sports, but shit is getting softer and softer and softer. Like, what the fuck? Shout out to the resident masshole, Beantown. LV, I haven't seen you in a very long time. I know you were under the weather a few weeks ago. I hope you're doing better, brother. Yeah, I'm definitely not watching the Pro Bowl. That's just a joke. Oh, it's a skills competition the whole weekend. Like, that's what people are going to go to Vegas for a Pro Bowl to watch? A flag football? Nah, I'm good. I am off that. I am definitely off that. Yeah. Yep. And shout out to the resident meathead of the Raider Nation. What's good, brother? Yeah. I haven't watched honestly, I haven't watched a Pro Bowl in years anyways, so it doesn't faze me, but I think for the other fans, it's probably something that's going to rub people the wrong way. And look, I'm not here for that. Definitely not. Yeah. Look, they mentioned it during this presser, and I just found it on NFL.com. If you guys want me to read the article, I can read it, but this is just fucking sad, man. What are we doing? I just don't get it. I don't get it. Powerball should be skills competitions. Do a quarterback competition, 100-meter dash, 4x4 relays, kicking contests, and things like that are competitive. Why, Valerie? Why don't you have your own channel? Why don't you have your own channel, lady? See, they're gonna play a flag football game, but it will definitely identify as a tackle football. Somebody is bound to fuck up. Like, for those that were at the flag game that we played in April during the draft, somebody's going to end up doing what I did. Just let somebody come across the middle and you kind of forgot this is a flag football game and almost just spear somebody. So it might happen. Might as well wear pink jerseys at the Pro Bowl. Damn. The old school challenges back in the day was entertaining. Yeah, but look, everything is so different now, man. I don't understand it. I really don't. And the fact that they're doing this now, it just doesn't make it, it doesn't make it entertaining. Maybe entertaining for kids, as no disrespect at all. Maybe entertaining for kids, but not entertaining for adults. I'm sorry, but that's just, no. Yeah, bro, I don't give a fuck about a flag. Pro Bowl needs to be too. That's what it originally was when I was a kid. That's exactly what it was. And it was in Hawaii every single year. So, yeah, I'm with you on that. You would have thought. So, yeah, we do have some other Raiders news as it just came out by the PR department within the last 20 minutes. The Raiders have signed Kyle Pecco to the active roster from the practice squad. They also signed linebacker Austin Calibro to the practice squad and released defensive tackle Kendall Vickers. Again, this happened within the last half hour. We're still awaiting the release of the updated injury report. I have not gotten anything yet from my guys. Let me check one thing just to see. It's so hard having the mic and the keyboard like right below one another. Let's see if we got anything yet though. No, nothing yet. And for those that came in kind of late and haven't heard the news, the I don't know why I keep doing this. The Rams claimed former overall first pick of the Cleveland Browns and recently released by the Carolina Panthers. The Rams have claimed Baker Mayfield off of waivers. He's on a flight to LA. Apparently, they've already sent him over the playbook. There's a chance he might be starting this coming Thursday against us. He's 0-2 for his career against the Raiders. I would be stunned as hell if he, in fact, starts in a span of 48 hours of signing with the team, but we'll see what happens. I'll give you the one that we had yesterday. Again, that was not official. It was an estimate because both teams did not practice yesterday, but I will go through it. This is yesterday's. Again, we're still awaiting today's. Amir Abdullah hamstring limited. Andrew Billings fibula did not participate. Brendan Bolden calf limited. Curtis Bolton ankle limited. Jayon Brown hand did not participate. Tyler Hall back did not participate. Deron Harmon quad limited. Jesper Horsted concussion did not participate. Josh Jacobs quad calf limited. Andre James quad limited. Denzel Perryman wrist full. Isaiah Palomao ankle limited. Trent Sieg ankle full. Kendall Vickers, who just got released, back limited. Rock Yassin knee did not participate for the Rams. Aaron Donald ankle did not participate. Troy Hill groin limited. Traven Howard hip did not participate. Terrell Lewis back did not participate. David Long Jr. groin did not participate. Lance McCutcheon shoulder did not participate. Ben Skowronek shoulder limited, and quarterback John Wolford neck did not participate. Again, this was an injury report estimate yesterday. Neither one of the teams practiced. The official report should be out. Waller, as of right now, from the reports that I've seen and from people I've spoken to, Waller is expected to potentially be back Sunday against the New England Patriots. Gives him plenty of time to get back into the mix of things, especially because we're playing on short weeks rest. He'll have plenty of time to heal up and be ready to go potentially next Sunday against the New England Patriots. It'd definitely be vital to have him back on the field. We shall see. I have not heard anything on Hunter Renfrow at all. I have not heard anything on Divine Diablo. Whenever I get any type of news on that, I will let you guys know. Shout out to my brother Raider John, and shout out to the newest subscriber, Octav Surin Campin. Welcome to the vault. Welcome to Hammers.House. Thank you for becoming a new subscriber. For those that are in here for the first time, we have 101 in here right now. I'm not sure how many of y'all are new, but don't hesitate to chat it up with the rest of the nation. But most importantly, break them thumbs, hit them subs, and smash the bell. On that road to 5K, let's get it, guys. Yep, absolutely. Okay, against the Patriots, I wish I didn't take away the game from us. So I know a lot of people are bummed out. I know a lot of people are bummed out about the game being flexed. Look, I know a lot of you guys stick strictly to the Raiders. I was down on the shore watching the game, getting ready to watch our game. The Commanders and Giants game was a very good game. The teams came into the game. I believe, if I remember correctly, the Giants were 7-5 and the Commanders were 7-4. They finished in a tie. It's important because it is a division rival. With us, I think it would have been different if we had a winning record, if the Patriots had a winning record as well, because look, I think that their playoff hopes might be up in smoke at this point if they continue to downtrend the way they have throughout this season. But I understand why they did the flex. I really wanted to try to get out there for that game, and unfortunately, I won't be able to. I was supposed to be in LA as well Thursday. That's not happening either, but yeah. Robert Hicks, happy for Pecco. Jose Ortega, what's good, brother? And I see my big bro is in the building. Let's give this man a round of applause. If I could find a goddamn button. We had a great show last night. Docs, myself, and Wasted. It's always good when we're together. We always have a good time and always try to put on a good show for the loyal ones. I'm leaving it at that. So appreciate everybody that pulled on up. Will you be at Bar A next Saturday? Next Sunday? No. I know they flexed it. Eric, I'm 50-50 right now. I am 50-50 right now. The one thing I'm disappointed about in regards to us being flexed on the 18th was it would have been another opportunity for me to do a live stream of the game. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen. I will be live Thursday night doing our game. I could have done a couple on my chat. Wait, huh? I'm so confused. Oh, I got you, Docs. I'm sorry. Look, I am overtired. My big brother kept me up last night. Pause if necessary, but we were talking and I was so dead when I got up this morning. I don't know how I'm in front of you guys functioning right now. I'm dead to the world. Yeah, you're a fool. I'm gonna see what's going on, man. Shit, actually, yeah, the 18th might be a no-go. I just realized. I got some things going on that weekend. I do not think I'll be able to be out there. I'm thinking maybe. I know people are really trying to get me to come out New Year's Day against the Niners. We'll see. We will see. But yeah. We've been on for almost an hour. Did not realize it's been almost an hour. We've covered everything. Mayfield is a Ram. He has a playbook. Apparently, he's being expected to learn at least a portion of it within the next 48 hours. Go 2 hours? What am I going 2 hours for? What are we going to do for 2 hours? I'm going to sit here and start singing. And my singing is not the best in the world, man. Our resident masshole is putting down a wager. Nation, do I take it? Give me a thumbs up if I should take it, a thumbs down if not. You're a fucking asshole. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I did sing in the car the other day on IG. I don't think any of y'all caught that, and I'm glad y'all didn't. Yeah, but also Mayfield is 0-2 for his career against us. The Patriots game. It would be great if we could wear just all black on Thursday and have a blackout in SoFi, but he said Valeria Mayfield is not good. Yep, we got Justin Verlander, but look, realistically, I'm glad we got Justin Verlander, but we got a bonus with that. We got Kate Upton in Flushing, Queens, so congratulations, but I'm more looking forward to seeing Kate Upton in Citi Field. Oh God, I'm going to hell. I know Baker Mayfield isn't good, but he does have his moments here. And look, he had glimpses and glimmers before, but it was straight ass in Carolina. So I don't know what to expect. I really don't know. If Chandler shows up, no worries. Baker is not better than Herbert. That's a fucking fact. That is a fact. That is a fact. Tubby's really trying to convince me to stay on for 2 hours. I am dead to the world right now, and he's really trying to keep me on here. How about this? And I got to get it from like a couple of people in the chat, and maybe I'll stay on for a little bit, but I don't think I'm going to do a whole nother hour. Do I open up the vault line for you guys? You guys want to sound off right now? Like, I would love Valerie to call in and give her insight, because she always brings a lot of valuable knowledge to the table and to the chat when she's in here. So again, if you guys want me to open up the phone lines, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And if majority rules, then we'll open up the phone lines for a little bit. Look, I'm being fair. I would love to hear you guys sound off. Again, I have not gotten anything from the Raiders PR for the weekly release, and it's kind of killing me because I like doing the matchup previews for you guys, but if I don't get anything, I don't think a matchup preview is happening. So hold up, let's put this on. Sorry guys. Oh shit. Well, it would be smart if I said I'm doing this, and hold on. I'm going to do this for you guys. It would be smart if I actually had the application open for you guys. Makes sense, right? The fuck? Yeah, sure. All right, guys. Vault line's open, 347-471-0361 if you want to call in, sound off. It's Tuesday. Y'all know what you can do on Tuesdays. Talk that shit. Just call on in, sound off. You could talk about how you felt about the recent win, or you could talk about this upcoming matchup. Love to hear from you guys, so call on in. Floor is yours, and if nobody calls within 5 minutes, I'm wrapping this shit up and I'm going to bed. Just saying. I love flea flickers. 2 weeks in a row, man. But the one not last week, the one against the Seahawks was a little This one was sold tremendously, and it worked great. So, like, the defense, the Chargers defense bit on it so bad that DC was able to air it out for 45 yards.
Call from
Jonathan Garcia.
To accept, press 1. To send.
You're in the vault. What's good?
Hammer, it's Johnny. It's Mr. Lamelli. How are you, my guy?
Good. How are you, brother?
Hey, I'm great, brother. Hey, man, how are you feeling about the Raiders now? You know, they're on a little streak. How confident are you that can we possibly make playoffs, or do you think that's still kind of out of the loop?
I think that we are kind of in a world of deja vu with last year, with how far back we were and how certain situations helped us get in. I'm still realistically right now, I'm taking this 1 week at a time, so I just look forward to whoever our upcoming opponent is, get through those 60 minutes, and obviously I want us to win. We just got to take these things as they go right now. I think this matchup is going to be, I'm not saying it's easy, but look, this team has been depleted. They're dealing with that Super Bowl hangover. Kupp is out. Stafford's on IR. Donald is banged up. I think it could be a very good matchup this coming Thursday. And do I think we can come out on top? I absolutely do.
How do you feel about Josh McDaniels going forward now?
I feel better than I did a couple of weeks ago. I think finally.
Did you want him to get fired 3 weeks ago? Were you on that?
I was losing my shit and saying that I felt that.
Because I was on that train, boss. I really was. I was like, man, this coach is he's just not doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I was ready to put together a GoFundMe and have a plane fly over the practice facility with a Fire McDaniels banner, because look, he came into that press conference when he was first hired and said all the right things. And as we were going down this downward spiral, I was like, this dude was a wolf in sheep's clothing and played us all, and look at where we're at now. But look, I think he's been able to get back that locker room, and these guys seem to respect him. But I do believe that the players are still playing more for each other than they are just him. So we just, again, we take this as it goes right now and see what the possibilities are.
No, that's awesome. Well, I appreciate your time, brother. I appreciate what you do for the nation, man. And I hope I can meet you sometime and you can go out to one of those blackout parties and stuff. I got to meet Docs and, some of that crew out there. So I hope I can meet you soon, brother, and have a drink with you, man.
Appreciate you, Johnny. Be safe, man. We'll talk soon. See, it's always good when people call in. When we first started doing this thing, the phone kept ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing, and I actually felt like a little kid in a candy store. I'm getting all these phone calls and was able to interact with you guys because for me, that's the most important thing. I like interacting with you guys. I like doing this for you guys. I'm not concerned about extracurricular shit. I don't care about money, any of that bullshit. So Captain Jack was out there doing his thing. Violator was out there doing his thing. I caught all of them on camera. We got another one.
Call from
Kingtown.
to accept, press.
Yo, what up, brother?
What's good, buddy?
What the fuck, this phone? All right, whoever called from the 406, call back after. What's good, bro?
What's up, Hammer? I just wanted to call in and make a public score prediction.
Okay.
I'm going Raiders 31-7.
God.
We're gonna whack that ass.
Damn. Okay.
And if I'm right, Hammer, I want you on my show here in the next week or so.
We'll figure something out.
All right, brother. You have a good one, man.
You too. 31-7. God damn. Whoever called from that 406, call back. Holy shit. 31-7. Damn. Again, I'm not giving score predictions the rest of the season. And I've said that over the last few weeks. I just want us to win. That's it. That's all I want. 31-7. God damn. That's going to sit with me for a bit. Still no updated injury report. Got you, Lumpy. Appreciate you. Yeah, what the fuck is going on today? Let me check one more person. Let me check this other dude that I really can't stand, actually. Let's see. No. We don't have anything right now. All right, we got another one.
Call from
The Lumpy Shark.
Lumpy shark, do 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 do. Lumpy shark, do. What up, bro?
Hey, Hammer, what's going on, man? First time, long time.
Appreciate
Just wanted to call and, hit a couple of points. Point number one, dude, your beard's on point. Awesome.
Thank you.
Point number two, do you feel like when we're at third and long that just watching the game, do you feel that pit in your stomach, I'm tired of watching these fucking morons on the field?
Third and long.
Every third and long play, they convert. Every third and long.
You're talking when we're on. You're talking about when we're on defense, third and long.
When we're on defense, yeah. When we're on defense, I don't know how many times I've just watched third and long, and it's a fucking touchdown, or it's literally a first down every time. We can't get off the field, and it's driving me crazy.
This is something that I have not said to a soul, and I'm gonna say it to you guys for the first time ever. A lot of the times when I've been at bar A watching the games and it's third and long, I have to turn away or put my head in my hat until the play is over because it just fucking gets me I get anxiety. I'm not gonna lie,
dude. It's killing me. It's driving me to drink. No shit. I get up, make a drink, come back, cry a little because they converted, and then I just have to go back in the kitchen. I can't fucking do it anymore. It's driving me nuts.
Most
anyways, love the show, man. Just wanted to pop by, say hi. Think you're doing great work out here. And all I can say is hopefully after Thursday we can hit another one.
Appreciate you, brother. Definitely hope to talk to you soon. Be safe.
Yeah.
Later. We got another one. This is where it gets fun.
Call from
Big Mike.
There we go. What's good, brother? Ladies and gentlemen, it's Big Mike from Planet Raiders, and he is on YouTube, Big Mike Raider. Make sure to subscribe to him. What is good, bro?
What's good, bro? Hey, so, I was listening to you earlier about that whole point with the third downs and the fourth downs and all that stuff. So just to put that out there, we are like one of the bottoms in the league as far as like percentage-wise, like giving up first downs on third down. We're at like 44% of the time we give up a first down in those situations. So you're on to something with that one. I'm the same way. I got to turn away, or I'm telling somebody, watch this. It's about to be a first down. Yeah. And even when Keenan Allen caught that touchdown, I was like, yeah, they're about to score. That's just pretty much what we do. Like I just had a feeling. It's just one of those things that the Raiders do. We just can't, win a clean game. Just 100% domination. Got to keep us suspended. So.
This is
that's
like,
how I felt about it.
For me, with third and long for our Raiders is, for me as a little kid watching my Mets, every time they had runners in scoring position, they could never seem to execute majority of the time, and it's pretty much the same shit I see with us on third and long situations, and it just drives me insane.
Yeah, man. Hey, but I do want to put out there just a little Davante Adams / Josh Jacobs appreciation. So I don't know if you guys know or even like paying attention, but Davante Adams and Josh Jacobs are both going to go over 1,500 yards this year. And I can't think of a duo in the NFL period that did that in the same season, running back, wide receiver combo. I don't know if you could think of one, but I can't think of one.
I definitely can't. I'm looking at the ceremony. I'm looking at the ceremony above me right now that they did for Cliff Branch during halftime on Sunday. Man, that's some shit. Wow. Rest in peace to one of the greatest, man, Cliff Branch. Shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, that was good. I'm glad that he got in the Hall of Fame. It took way too long, but at least he's in.
Yeah.
So yeah, but. Little betting tidbit that I did want to put out there.
Go for it.
Tiny one.
Go for it.
So Josh Jacobs, he's number one in rushing yards, number one in all-purpose yards. Why not put a little bit in for Offensive Player of the Year if he keeps this up? Definitely. Last time I saw it, was at a plus 1,800. So if you want to put like a couple bucks on that, that might be might be worth your while.
Oh, T. Disley just put something in the chat. Emmitt Smith and Michael Irving.
See, and there you go. Like we're talking about that type of offense right now. And if we can get the defense going to kind of tie in, we're talking about with the third down efficiency on defense. If we can just get the defense going, we got something special. I'm not trying to jump the gun, but we're getting it done at the right time, guys. So hey, you never know. If we can win this thing, we're going to be a tough out, and nobody's going to want to see us if we make the playoffs.
Holy shit. I'm looking at I just got distracted because I guess they're showing this halftime ceremony, and I'm seeing like a whole bunch of these guys that I had the opportunity to meet in August. Marcus Allen, Tim Brown, Charles Woodson. Well, I met Charles in April, but they're showing a whole bunch of guys on the screen right now. Like, holy shit. And I actually have something I didn't, for those that weren't on the live last night, I got this awesome gift from the president of the Jersey Shore Raider Booster Club. I'm going to show you the front of the box first. And this is from the 2021 Hall of Fame enshrinement. And let's open the box and get this out. This thing is freaking heavy. Like, this is probably, I could probably knock somebody out with this if I wanted to. But people that attended the Hall of Fame ceremony got this, and this is just awesome. Like, I gotta get a shelf or something. I want to put this on the shelf. This is amazing, though.
That's dope.
Oh, God, that shit is heavy.
Yeah, man. So hey, that's all I got, man. Just a little tidbit for everybody and a little awareness for you guys. That's all I got, man. Thanks for having me again, bro.
Of course, brother. Be safe. Talk to you soon.
All right, man.
Later. Oh, JT is in the building. What's good, bro? He always comes in at the tail end. I don't get it. Shout out to Jacoby Ford for doing the Cliff Branch reenactment. Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. And there was a picture I saw on Twitter today. Like, the picture, like, just said it all. And it really looked like Cliff Branch. Like, rest in peace, Cliff Branch. Like, that's just, it was crazy to see that. And just looking at that just now, man, like, whew. Certain things in sports, it just, like, hits different. And that's one of them. All right. We have 100. I think it's still 101. I could be wrong because, like I said, the chat for some reason on Streamlabs is really, really acting up right now. LC, what's good? I'm actually going off of the pop-out chat on YouTube, so I don't even really know how many people are in here. Likes, I never know how many we have because I'm not looking at myself right now, but we're going to wrap it up because I am extremely exhausted. We covered a lot. You guys got to hear the DC and DA weekly, excuse me, their weekly press conference. Again, Baker Mayfield is now a Ram and potentially starting for the Rams this coming Thursday night against us. 0-2 against us for the record. Again, I'm still awaiting. I'm going to double check one last time before we leave. Just to see if any of these guys have put it up yet. I haven't even gotten anything from any of them. I'll check one more of my guys. And if anything, if it's not up, then I'll put it up on I'll put it up on Instagram the second I get it. But right now it's 6:30 and we do not have a injury report, an updated injury report, which is very, very strange. I'm not understanding. It's very, very late now for them not to have it out. You like that Chandler Jones take last week? Tape says someone else going to have a breakout game too. Who do you think that person's going to be, JT? Who do you think that person's going to be? Baked Ram sounds yummy. I like that. I like that. All right. Yeah, like I said, we don't have an updated injury report for whatever reason. If I'm able to get a hold of it within the next hour or so or whenever we get it tonight, I'll be sure to put it on IG. For those that are in here, Black Tide has definitely been a while, man. I hope you're doing well. Appreciate you pulling on up. Like I said, I'll put it up on IG. For those that are in here, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Great content. Look, I made my statement earlier and everything, and I really hope that I don't have to revisit it again. But I appreciate everybody that pulled on up. Appreciate the new subscribers that we had over the last 2 days. On your way out, if you haven't already, break them thumbs, hit them subs, smash the bell for all your Raiders news, rumors, updates, and reactions right here in the official, the original, the only house, Hammers.House. You guys can also follow me on Instagram, Hammers.House, and Twitter, Hammers_house, most definitely. With that being said, we're rolling out of here. Continue to stay safe. Most importantly, be kind to one another. COVID is still around. Remember to wash your hands and your asses. And as always, win, lose, or tie, Raider Nation till I die. Till next time, y'all. We out.